Well, you guys are gonna get a look at probably what is the single worst day for the Corrals for the entire year. As you guys know, spring just showed up here. Everything's been melting for the last week. The Corrals have gotten pretty muddy in the process. It's just a matter of time before we're able to get in here now with the case wheel loader, our budding manure spreader, and get these Corrals cleaned out, get all the mud out of there, and then they'll really be able to dry out. But in the meantime, winter usually doesn't give up without a fight. It kicked back again last night. We got about 5 centimeters of snow, made everything muddy on top again, and we're supposed to get more this afternoon. That in combination with the already messy Corrals just compounds, and we got a big fat mess out here. So we're just putting bedding in this morning. We're really struggling. There's so much mud in there, and the tractor's getting stuck. He tried to go in that corral over there, could not turn around though, so he backed out somehow, and wasn't able to get the bale shredded onto the straw pack there. I imagine we'll come back here with the New Holland wheel loader and shake the bales out that way. He's in his second corral. We're just putting 2 bales in per corral. We've been putting 1 in all winter. Now that it's muddy, we gotta put 2 in there. Give the cow some dry to lay on. But hopefully, if all goes good, it's only like this for a week or 2 out of the year. Usually we carry 2 bales on our Highline bale shredder, but just because it's so difficult to back in there, Dad's only got 1 on there. Try to make that bale shredder a little bit lighter and less likely to get stuck. Go help him, guide him in the corral here. So right here we can see him really struggling, trying to just back up far enough to start shredding that bale up. The biggest problem here is that Highline bale wagon is so low. Every bale wagon is built that low for some reason. They just have a really low clearance and they get hung up really fast, and you got a big bale in there, and it's terrible if you have a just a regular tractor without front wheel assist. That's another big hang up here. In our setup, just is not built for deep mud. It would really help though if we did have a tractor with front wheel assist, and we definitely get a lot further like that. But this is the tractor we got, this is the tractor we use, and it's still able to get the job done. Dad just has to ram back and forth a few extra times, that's all. Back for round 2, we're gonna try and finish off these corrals. We only got 4 corrals done this morning, and that's because they were just too muddy, and we thought with the smaller corrals we should just bed them up with the New Holland wheel loader. It was feeding cows this morning, so we waited till the afternoon. We're back to get that done. I believe Dad wanted to take the net wrap off over there, and then after we will drive them to the corrals. So we got a bunch of the hemp straw bales with the net wrap off, parked them here, and Dad's gonna be in the loader hauling them back and forth. Hopefully he doesn't drop half the bales in the alley, but we'll see how it goes. It's kind of the only option we got. Someone's probably gonna ask you why you don't want to build a heifer barn when your corrals look like this. What do you have to say about that?
No money.
No money?
No. Costs too much.
Plus it's hard to justify a barn for 2 weeks of bad weather out of the entire year.
Kinda, yeah. Well, this is what spring is.
Yeah.
A week ago it was still all dry.
And that loader still struggles to get on the straw pack. It's no better than the tractor. It's just you can push yourself out if you do get stuck. I guess it would maybe help if we had some better tires on that loader. You can see they are pretty flat after 12 or 13,000 hours of running. So we could definitely do with some new tires, and I think we'd maybe get up on those packs a little bit easier. that's on top of the pack. The hemp straw bales are pretty tough to shake out, so he's leaving some cores up on the packs, the center of the bale. And you can just see those cows, they just get right into them and start trying to beat them apart. It's always nice to see. We're still gonna try to haul some liquid manure tomorrow. It's supposed to freeze tonight, so the field might be solid enough for me to drive on there, even though it would be muddy right now. We just want to keep hammering away at the liquid manure as quickly as possible, and then after we're done the liquid manure, probably 3 full days worth of hauling is left. Then we'll get into those corrals and we can start to clean those corrals out. We want to start hammering these jobs out as quickly as possible, and you know, get into the fields May 1st maybe, which is only what is that, 12 or 13 days from now. So we gotta get things into gear. Winter lasted a bit too long, so this afternoon I'm going to service our pump tractor and as well as the tanker tractor. We're going to grease them, and I'm in our farm truck right now that has the slip tank on the back. That is our portable diesel tank. We're also going to fuel that pump tractor up. You gotta get that truck at pretty good angle just to be able to reach to the tractor. I think it might be a good idea to get a longer hose though, so we don't have to do that, because I'm only able to get the tank, you know, 2/3 empty. Take these off the battery. Battery was cold, so I turned the truck on. Started flowing a lot quicker. I tried getting inside the tractor just now. That's a definite no-go, frozen shut. So we do have a portable cordless Milwaukee heat gun. We're gonna try and put some heat on this, see if we get it opened up. I also gotta put some oil in this tractor. It slowly leaks, unfortunately. And we can see here, it's below the full area on the dipstick. So what a disgusting day. We definitely need the moisture though. That precipitation, we appreciate it. Grabbed a funnel and some pails of oil. That actually fits pretty nice there. Oil's topped up in that thing now. I want to try and open that door handle. We got our cordless Milwaukee heat gun. So it just literally blows hot air out the front of this thing. We got a big battery on the bottom because this thing sucks electricity. And we're gonna see if that gets us in. Got that door open. Actually works pretty good with the heat gun. And my first thought that went through my mind after I opened the door, I was like, oh, I'll just put this heat gun inside the cab for tomorrow morning in case I need it. And then I was like, wait a second, can't do that. Okay, we greased everything. We filled the 7130 up with oil and diesel. So we should be ready to rock and roll tomorrow morning early. It's still a muddy mess out here right now, but hopefully tomorrow morning it's gonna get to like -3, -4 and start hauling, see how much I can get hauled out of that pit before it turns to a muddy mess again. Like I said, we gotta get that stuff moving. We gotta get jobs done now. It's been long enough. Winter's been hanging around a little too long this spring, and we gotta start getting jobs done. So gonna quickly drive on the road, see how wet it is, because if it does get that cold tonight, the roads are obviously gonna be pretty ugly. Luckily though, last summer they did a refinishing on this road, which gave it quite a bit of grip and put another rough layer of gravel on top, so we can get away with driving on a little bit more ice now. Yeah, the road looks pretty iced over, but it's not like a smooth ice, it's kind of a rough ice, so it should be good to haul tomorrow morning. Just checking out the field that we've been hauling to. You can see it's a little bit darker over there. and that's where we hauled manure. Just want to see kind of like how muddy the field is, but it's only a centimeter or two on top is moist, and that's about it from the snow. So that little bit should freeze solid, and I should be good to haul early tomorrow morning. That's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I gotta stress, some people probably would not like me showing those corrals in those conditions, but you gotta remember, I started the YouTube channel to show people how it is on the dairy farm and then explain why things are the way that they are. So yes, the corrals are muddy. It's not great for the cows right now, but if we don't show it, then somebody else will, and they'll give it a very negative narration versus I can explain why they are the way they are. So just remember, it's temporary. Each day here, we were throwing in $1,000 worth of straw in those corrals just to keep the animals dry. And we did that 3 days in a row. So nobody who's gonna comment negative things about the mud in the corrals is spending that much on bedding, keeping the cows comfy. And it's just a terrible combination of spring melt and bad weather, and you deal with it as it comes, and you clean it up when you can. So that's all I have to say about that, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.